Stop! Let her go! Jacob winced at his own voice as the three creatures turned toward him, brandishing their spears. He wasn't even sure if they could understand him. The larger one had a brown tinge to some of his scales. He spoke. I was just asking your friend where to find you. You are a long way from home, human. The creature smiled, revealing a mouth filled with two fangs and rows of needle-like teeth. Jacob's voice was shaking as he forced his legs to advance towards the group. You have no idea. Now, why don't you let her go? She hasn't done anything. The creature started to laugh, and the other two joined in. She hasn't done anything. The fact that you are alive is enough. But we have also heard tales of this island and the exile that was banished here. To step into the water for her is death. Forked tongue licked his lips. The tales also speak of a powerful wizard that lives here. Creature exaggeratedly looked to the left and then to the right. But I do not see him. It shrugged. Then it turned and spat a green substance at the net. Ina screamed. Stop! Stop! Or this will come to violence! The three creatures laughed. Oh, I think it will, regardless of what you do. If I were you, I would run. Jacob thought, well, this isn't going well. Maybe if I get close, I can cause a distraction. Oh, okay, don't say I didn't warn you. Jacob took a deep breath and charged forward, hands still at his sides, yelling, ah! He stopped just short of what he hoped was the spear's range and then dug his foot into the sand and kicked it at the leader. One of the creatures had looked wary at his approach, but after the kick sprayed sand in their leader's face, he started pointing and laughing. Selath, he got you good. The leader turned with a dark look to respond, and as he spoke, Jacob kicked more sand at him. Some of it landed in his open mouth, and he started hacking and coughing. The laughing creature doubled over, and Selath turned on Jacob. The creature covered the ground impossibly fast, and its clawed open palm slammed into the side of Jacob's head, knocking him off his feet onto the ground. Jacob's head erupted in pain, and he felt woozy as he tried to stand and staggered back down. If humans are this weak, it's surprising we haven't driven them to the land long ago, the leader snarled. Here, have some of your sand back. It's only fair. Jacob heard the leader spit and then felt some liquid splash on his back, quickly burning through his shirt and then moving onto his skin. It burned him and started to spread outward from its initial impact. Jacob screamed. It was like his back was on fire. He was sure that it was. He desperately tried to move his hands, but they were useless. Instead, he rolled to his back and started to rub it against the sand, but that only seemed to make the pain worse. Through the pain, he saw something glinting in the sand next to him. The Tide Sword! It was right in front of him, but his hands wouldn't work. He tried willing them into movement. Move! Come on, move! He heard an impact behind him, and Ina screamed again. Move, damn it! A finger twitched. Yes! He focused on that hand. Move! Second finger twitched, and then a third. It was like a dam had sprung a leak as the nerves started to fire. He started using his fingers to slowly walk his hand towards the sword. Don't worry, human. Be patient. Once we finish with her, you will be next. Ina let out another loud trill, and then Jacob heard more thuds behind him and whimpering. Be quiet! Jacob gritted his teeth. Just a bit further. Finally, his finger made contact with the hilt. They were still slow, as though moving them through mud. He started to get a few of his fingers around the metal when he heard one of the creatures approaching. Well, 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 what do we have here? You heard Sellers behind him, and then a spear butt slammed into his hand. Pain shot through his fingers as he let go of the hilt. He reached down and snatched up the sword, holding it up for others to see. See? I told you, it was a Tide sword, and he was using it to chop wood. Sellers grinned wickedly. When I return this to the reef, they will recognize me. It's been a century since the last one was found. Then Jacob heard Celeste shifting, and his voice suddenly spoke directly into his ear. Unfortunate for you, human. Finding this was the only reason to keep you alive. Then he felt something hard slam into his head, and everything went black.